So hi guys, Ben back again with another simple review of my Red Rooster muffler, my end can. As you can see, this thing weighs about 3.4 kilos. That is with the decibel killer. The stock decibel killer would weigh slightly less, because that's a perforated tube and it's only till this length. Mine, as I've mentioned earlier on another video, is a custom made one, and this has about a thicker 1.5 mm steel tube with fewer perforations, and it's also longer by at least 2 inches. So that being said, all of this put together would be, I just measured it on a manual scale, not the digital one, and I'm guessing this would be somewhere around 4 kilos. This would be touching 4 kilos. And it's been through hell. I mean, I have had umpteen number of crashes with this on the bike, and pretty serious ones too. And man, I really got to give it to the quality of this particular product. Yes, I have had to just a second guys. Yeah, so that's my torchlight, and as you can see, it's a straight through pipe. Like if you can see, you would be able to see through the other end. And well, I've had to change the this particular weld. I don't know if you guys can catch it, to see a small rubberized coating. Yeah, that's my job. So what I'm trying to tell you is, the only thing that that I've had to change in this is the external resting plate for the core, the inner perforated baffle. The place where it rests, it's again another metal plate with a hole in it that fits the diameter of the baffle. And so the kind of glue that they had used had run its life, and it withered away with time, and things started rattling inside. So I had to open this part up. I had to get rid of the rivets. If you guys can see, you will see rivets here. These ones are rivets. So I had to get rid of these rivets and swap them with Allen key bolts. I had to drill threads into this particular aluminum casing, or the cap, and I have my Allen key bolts running throughout. And that's just and of course, yes, when I did all this, I also filled this in with a thick coat of fiber wool or glass wool, whatever it is that you want to call it. And yeah, so that's all the repairs that's gone into this, and it's been on the bike for nearly the bike has run 25,000 kilometers, and so I think this would have been on the bike for at least 23,000 kilometers. I got this almost immediately after I got my bike, and man, this would have at least seen 10 plus falls, major ones, and at least maybe 30 or 40 quick ones, the ones that you do on off-road terrain, and just lay the bike over and you let it fall, just so that you don't get caught up in the mess. And so after all that, this is still held on pretty nice and pretty tight. And if there's anything that I have to say, it's only good things about this particular muffler. Yes, it is a bit too loud. Yes, the sound that comes out of it is not to everyone's liking. It has a flat tone to the bassy note. So it may not be to everyone's liking, but like I said, if you want to play with the harmonics of this particular contraption, the best thing to do is to play with different perforations and different size tubes, and maybe you could have a cap here, you could have a spark arrestor there, you could do all sorts of things to muffle the note and to have a different note come out of your motorcycle just by playing with this. You don't have to touch this can be the same, and all you need to do is play with this. Coming back to why this video is about how is this beneficial in a jiffy. And I want to say that this cuts down on weight. This is about 1.65 kilos lighter than the stock exhaust. So I mean, it's light, like, I mean, I can hold it with 2 fingers, whereas I definitely can't hold the stock exhaust with 2 fingers. So it's pretty light. This would be, the whole thing would, like I said, with my custom DB killer, would be 3.8 or 3.9 grams. So you're cutting down on about 1.65 kilos with swapping this with the stock exhaust. Number 2, this starts letting the air pass through. The entire air cycle of the internal combustion engine is quite effortless with a free-flowing muffler. But again, there's a separate video that I've made on what alterations you need to do to the fueling to be able to run this successfully. Otherwise, this definitely is asking for trouble. Full stop, no doubts on that, because things become super lean after you install this. Anyways, that's a separate video which I've already made. You guys can go and check that out. I will have the link mentioned of that video also. Yeah, so if anyone's considering buying a free flow muffler in addition to a fuel commander and an air filter, then this is something that you can definitely consider. 22 to 23,000 kilometers of use, and may I say abuse, and still holds good. So I kind of like the shape. I like the triangular oval shape that this is. So if you can see, that's the shape of the end can from the back, and I just love it. I have nothing to say against that. And what I also like about and this is also made of 304 grade steel, and that is of the highest quality, I believe. Well, that's the word in the market. And yes, it has stood up to all the tests and retained its shape and form. It hasn't crushed one bit. So, well, all said and done, super solid build quality, fantastic product, compact yet not too short, not too long, slightly shorter than the stock exhaust, but not so short where it starts looking like a really funny piece of equipment on the bike. I like to keep the proportions intact, and so this is wonderful as far as proportions is also concerned. The one thing that they could have worked upon is, instead of providing a welded hinge here, they could have made for a wraparound kind of a clamp system with a rubber insert in it, which would have weighed far less. This alone, I think this is heavy, pretty sturdy. This alone is, I'm guessing, maybe 300-400 grams. So there, you could have cut down on weight there as well. These caps could have been made of carbon fiber, and then that could have also saved reduced weight. You can definitely cut down on weight if that's the only intention. But that being said, as one solid piece of design and idea and thought, I give it a 9 on 10. Anyone who's interested in buying this, you can definitely buy it. And yeah, that's the whole of it. So see you guys on another video on another day soon. Until then, ciao.